Konnichiwa and welcome to episode 20 of Zero to Hero. It is of course the Emperor's Cup semi-final, a match we've all been waiting for. To be honest, the way I see the season kind of finishing off, I think we're just going to end up finishing in the bottom half, safe from relegation. So the fact that we're still in the Emperor's Cup gives us silverware to play for, which would be a really good way for us to almost as well bid farewell to V-Varen Nagasaki in the summer with. But anyways, we were up against Cerezo Osaka, who will funnily enough be up against in the league right after this game. So anyways, let's focus on how this one turns out. 10 minutes in, Onaka was played one-on-one in on goal, like the first highlight we saw that obviously belonged to the opposition team. It was a very similar save where the goalkeeper comes off his line and just about manages to get enough on the ball to tip the ball wide. Other than that, we didn't have too many chances all the way up until the 40th minute, where Kono, it's not very often that he scores, but when he does, he steps up and scores a couple in a row. Yeah, it's not the first we see from him in the past couple of games. Makes it 1-0. And we then went in at half-time and came back out wanting to try and cement our lead, try and find the second goal and give ourselves a little bit of breathing space in this semi-final so that, you know, we could book ourselves a place in the Emperor's Cup final. Shot from distance from me, saved well by the goalkeeper, and as you guys can see from the highlights, the majority of the chances were pretty much all us. The problem is, if we can't find that second goal, if we can't get an insurance policy, knowing our defence, we can concede at any time. And, you know, this isn't the type of game that we can really risk going to extra time or going to penalties. And when you concede a whopper of a strike like that, as soon as I come off, like practically the first play of the game, as soon as I come off and get subbed off for Nakahura, Matsuda with a phenomenal strike, left-footed strike from the edge of the box to make it honours even. And to add insult to injury, with 10 minutes to go, this happens. 80th minute, Nishimoto slides down just to rub salt in the wounds, you know, with his celebration. They think they're going to the final. Our defender, he missed his tackle. I'm not quite sure how our defence keep on making these types of mistakes. It was like watching us from last season all over again. And with 5 minutes to score, we were determined. You know, we weren't going to go out without a fight. We might as well have put all our eggs in this one basket to try and claim some silverware, or at least get closer to it. And that goal certainly helped us do exactly that. And it was, you know, from a team perspective, positive to see that he was a guy that kind of came on for me in Nakahara to find the back of the net, because it means the manager for once made a right decision probably. But yeah, so 2-2, which meant the game of course was going to extra time. Just before full time though, we did have a chance to tap in along with that volley, but they just weren't quite enough to get us that third goal that we wanted. So coming out for the start of extra time, it was Cerezo Osaka who looked the stronger of the two. Header there going just wide of the target in the 92nd minute. But cometh the 102nd minute, cometh the man, and that man was Sugimoto. Great pace from Takagi to pick the ball up down this left-hand side and did really well to play it into the path of the Osaka striker. And really there was never going to be much that our goalkeeper could have done to stop that. And yeah, Kenyu decides to celebrate with the fans. I mean, they don't look like very Japanese fans, but they're fans nonetheless. So, yeah, we found ourselves 3-2 down. I'm just watching this from the bench, crying my eyes out, because I want to make my first ever final, thinking, Gaffer, why have you taken me off? And fortunately for us, we did find a goal in the end, but just not quite that highlight. It came in the 114th minute with 5 minutes to go. A through ball out of nowhere gets played into the path of, I think that was Suzuki to Marilla, who was never going to miss from there. The crowd go wild, of around 16,000 people, I think, was the attendance. Yeah, if no team could essentially find a winner in the next 5 minutes, the game was going to penalties, and to penalties it went. And you can imagine me kind of looking at this from a distance. But anyways, as it's penalties, I'll be silent and let you guys enjoy it instead. And there it is. The Cerezo Osaka captain hits the bar from his penalty. And, you know, we huffed and we puffed. And we booked ourselves a place in the Emperor's Cup final. Maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to finish this season with some sort of silverware. And like I warned you guys, our next game was against the exact same team. In the league this time, though, and obviously away from home versus the neutral stadium. And we knew that they'll have been coming into this wanting revenge. So, you know, it meant that we obviously had to make sure we were playing well. Header over the bar from them in the 10th minute, the previous highlight. And then in the 12th minute, I picked the ball up and thread an awesome through ball through. So I think that's Marilla on the left-hand side. I picked the ball up once again and get tackled, but probably just wasn't about enough contact to try and, you know, push for a penalty there. Cross coming in from me. A header from one of our players in the box got saved by the goalkeeper, followed by another header a couple of minutes later and another good save from the opposition goalkeeper. 30th minute. I mean, you know, it speaks for itself, really, conceding like this. I picked the ball up. It's a really good challenge from the Osaka player. And whilst I shouldn't have lost the ball there, that we still had a lot of other defenders, you know, that could have prevented Kakitani putting that ball in the back of the area. I probably should have just hoofed it away. I didn't really see the tackle coming in, so credit where it's due to that player, but I don't think the blame can go entirely on myself. Anyways, 33rd minute, a lovely cross from me, drilled across the ground. Delgado, I think it was, in the box, shoots on goal, and it comes flying back off the post. And it was really frustrating for me because in the past couple of games, I've scored a couple of goals, but in a way, I don't want goals. I want assists to make sure I finish top of the assist charts. So really frustrating when chances like that, where I put it on a plate for my teammates and they end up hitting the post. It's frustrating for me, but I'll tell you what's not frustrating. It's scoring goals. Lovely cross into the box. Delgado at the far post, headers home to make it 1-1. And then 60th minute, I do what I do, you know, trying to get into the spaces, trying to thread balls through to the players in front of me. It's another good save from the goalkeeper in black. 65th minute. Safe to say they probably should have scored from that chance. And they had another chance, but we were holding on for our dear lives as most of the chances were coming to the team dressed in pink. 89th minute, I'd been subbed off at this point, and, you know, we only had a couple of minutes to hold on, but that happened. Ando, Cerezo Osaka in general seemed to like celebrating with their fans, apparently. Ando was never going to, you know, put that ball wide of the target, and we ended up losing thanks to a 91st minute goal. Finished with a 6.5 rating. We finished in 14th place on 26 points. Only 4 points above FC Tokyo in 17th, though. So it really is squeaky bum time for us now. And Tony Kroos also won the European Best Player Award, so congratulations to him. And on that note, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.